Okay, so today I want to try and do things a little bit differently with this channel. I just started out and I'm still trying to figure things out and figure out what type of format works for me. I'm trying to cover multiple topics per day in individual videos, but I just cannot keep up, and as a result I feel like the quality just drops. I work full time and the only time that I get to do this is at night, and there just isn't enough time to cover everything. I tried telling myself that I'm only going to cover one topic a day, but there's just so many interesting topics that comes up on a daily basis. I also get paranoid when I see my competitors push out 5 videos a day and then I try to match them, which is just crazy. These people do it full time and they have a bunch of editors, so I'm just going to do what I can, and that is one video a day covering multiple topics. It's going to be a lot more fact and information and a lot less opinion, but I do hope that you guys enjoy this format a little bit more. It's pretty much going to be the Philip DeFranco strategy, but just for drama and social news. I'm also open to suggestions and criticism. I really do want to make this channel and the quality of the video better for everybody. I also might just do one additional video a day where I go unscripted and then cut everything up for YouTube Shorts. I'm still trying to figure that out, but with that said though, let's just get into it. The G4 TV situation just seems to never end, and it's probably going to continue for a while as the dust settles. The latest uproar comes after G4 TV decided to change their website logo from "We Never Stop Playing" to "We Stop Playing." Now, as you can imagine, this did cut deep with some of the employees. One former employee, Gina, tweeted, "The G4 TV website just wow," with another adding, "They stop, not us." Another user simply said, "This is not okay." Now, I assume that G4 or the administrators heard that some people were upset, and as a result they decided to change the phrase back again, but in all honesty at this point it really doesn't matter. It is over for them. With the G4 TV shutdown, it does go without saying that everything has stopped. They do still have the YouTube channel up, but no future content is going to be posted there. They also broadcasted some of their programming on Pluto TV, which is a streaming platform, but with this total shutdown, programming there has stopped as well. Then moving on to the ever-evolving Kanye West story. Kanye has been on a tear lately, saying anything that he can to get himself cancelled, and he has been doing a great job with it. Now, this is not just your normal internet cancellation by where you say something and get a little bit of backlash for it. There has been real world consequences to what Kanye has said. Since he started with this whole DEFCON thing, he has been dropped by TJ Maxx, Adidas, talent agency CAA, Aaron Donald and Jaylen Brown, who was football players signed to his agency, Gap, Balenciaga, MRC Entertainment, Vogue, LeBron James Shop, and JP Morgan Chase, and he was also locked out of his Twitter and Instagram. To add to this, last week his wax figure has also been removed from public viewing. Now, the list of problems for Kanye or Ye does not actually end there. After the rap star was dropped by Adidas, Ye tried to strike another deal with another company for his shoes. He showed up unannounced at Skechers but was promptly escorted out of the building, and the firm afterwards said in a statement that they had no intention of working with the rapper and designer. Now, rumor has it that the company is actually Jewish owned, which will make this whole situation just so much more funny. Now, Skechers also said in a separate statement, "We condone his recent divisive remarks and do not tolerate anti-Semitism or any other form of hate speech." It added, "We again stress that West showed up unannounced and uninvited." Now, this whole situation really just is unfortunate, and I think that most people feel the same way. There has been many who try to help the rapper, but it just seems dead set on letting this be his legacy. No matter how great of an artist he is, this will likely have a lasting impact on how people are going to remember him going forward. But then it is official, Elon Musk bought Twitter. He tweeted out that the bird is freed and then also changed his Twitter bio to Chief Twit, which I thought was pretty funny. Now, he also released a statement in which he spoke about exactly what his plans will be for the company going forward. In a statement, he highlighted why he wanted to buy the company by saying, "The reason why I acquired Twitter is that it's important to the future of civilization to have a common digital town square where a wide range of beliefs can be debated in a healthy manner without resorting to violence." He did go on to say that Twitter obviously cannot become a free-for-all hellscape where anything can be said with no consequences. Now, we do gonna have to wait and see exactly what type of balance he's gonna manage to strike. Now, I do think it is obvious that there is going to be some type of rules that's gonna have to apply here. Elon Musk might own Twitter, but his platform is still on the App Store that is owned by Apple and on the Android store which is owned by Google. Not too long ago, I believe that it was Parler that got kicked off all all of those platforms after they started making some serious waves, and that had a devastating effect on them. Back then, Apple said in a statement that they always supported diverse points of views being represented in the App Store, but there is no place on the platform for threats of violence and illegal activity. They gave Parler an ultimatum, and Parler even complied, but ultimately they were still kicked out of the store as Apple deemed the response from Parler to be inadequate. It became very clear very fast that they had no intentions of bringing them back ever, and that their removal was also planned. I just won't put it over Google or Apple to do the same thing with Twitter, so Elon Musk will be forced to comply whether he likes it or not. Now, Elon Musk is already making sweeping changes. Hours after Musk officially took control of Twitter, he proceeded to fire most of the top executives. The chief executive, the chief financial officer, and the head of safety were all fired in one sweep. Now, the chief executive is the one that took Musk to court when he tried to back out of the deal, so it was clear from the start that he was never going to keep his job. He probably never intended to either. I'm sure he made millions, if not billions. Now, Twitter did not reply for comment when some sources reached out to them, but the co-founder of the company simply thanked the trio of former executives for their service. Now again, if you look at how hard all of these executives were fighting for the deal to go through, two things is clear. There was a lot of money to be made, and Elon Musk might have overpaid just a little bit. But then lastly, you are a bigot. Yes, you, with the Xbox controller in your hand. A new study suggests that people who strongly view themselves as gamers as part of their personal identity are more likely to be prone to extreme behavior such as racism and misogyny. The research was done by a group called Take This, a mental health advocacy organization, and the purpose of this whole study was to find out why toxicity in gaming exists. Now, the conclusion of the study was pretty much that people who make their identity one thing tend to be more likely to be prone to certain bad behavior. Now, they did point out in the study that some toxic traits can also be found in people in the military and even sports, but overall it was a wild conclusion to make. They pretty much say that loneliness, an avoidant attachment, and anxious attachment leads to toxicity, and then they link that to the gaming culture. Considering how big gaming is, toxicity will always exist in it, but I just don't see any link between the one causing the other. Now, they do point a few other things out as well. When speaking to Vice, one of the authors of the study emphasizes that its findings refer to the smaller toxic portion of the gaming community who show signs of gamer culture taking over their personal identities, and that there was no suggestion that a wider populace of players is extreme. Now, I do think that it's good that they added that part. There just seems to be this weird obsession with the gaming community always being blamed for everything and every ism being thrown towards them. It seems like whenever there is something bad happening, they always blame gaming for it. If a person is violent and beats up their partner, it's because of gaming. If a child acts out, it's because of gaming. There has never been a proven link between the two, and in fact, rival studies have proven the opposite. Just recently, a study came out that kids who play video games perform higher on cognitive tests. One of the authors of the study says the study adds to our growing understanding of the associations between video games and brain development. The National Institute of Drug Abuse Director Nora Volkov said in a statement, numerous studies have linked video games to behavior and mental health problems. This study suggests that there may also be cognitive benefits associated with the popular pastime, which is worth further investigation. Now, people will always find a villain to try and blame for everything. They used to blame witches and the devil, then they blame music and movies, then adult entertainment. Now it is video games. I'm just excited to find out what I get to blame my bad behavior on next.